Jumbo, 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 Kenya. You know what? I'm so excited to be here. This is my most visited country in Africa. It's my 5th time in Nairobi, Kenya. I just love this country and I love coming back always. But hey, like I said, it's time to make Africa home again. Don't just call me a Ghanaian content creator. I'm an African content creator who is on a journey to change the narratives of Africa. But hey, coming to Nairobi, I would say that infrastructure-wise, Nairobi No, you sound like a Ghanaian.
Well, I'm trying to be a Kenyan. You know, when you are married to a Kenyan, you gotta be a Kenyan, right?
Wow, interesting. But let me know, like, hold on for me before I take you to wherever you want to take me to.
Yes.
You're a Ghanaian.
Yes.
You're married to a Kenyan.
Yes.
Both of you met in Kenya?
We met in Toronto, in Canada.
Wow.
Yes. She was in college and I was setting up a restaurant and we just happened to meet.
Why were you setting up a restaurant?
Because I'm a chef and that's what I do over there.
Wow. So you guys are actually saying one Africa.
Yes, 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 yes,
I
yes.
didn't realize it, but we are.
We are one Africa, yes, yes.
Let me know, what took you to Toronto?
So I'm executive chef and I've worked in Australia. I was executive chef for Sheraton Hotel and then I got transferred into Toronto by a guy who wanted me to set up a restaurant for him. So that's how I ended up in Toronto.
Wow. And how long did you live in there?
Oh man, I lived from 1985 to 97, close to 10 years. Yes.
Yeah,
About.
And you are from Kenya.
I'm from Kenya.
And what were you doing in Toronto?
So I was in school in a town called St. Catharines and going to university. So I was spending the summer in Toronto doing a summer job.
Oh, okay.
And that's when I met him. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. And funny enough, we met in a Ghanaian restaurant.
Why were you looking for Ghanaian food?
So I had met a lady called Mama T at the Afro Fest that takes place in Toronto every
African
year.
festival,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, where you can buy, African food, clothing, listen to African bands, that type of thing. So I introduced myself to Mama T, and she gave me a card and she told me about her restaurant. And her food was delicious, so I had to go. I had to go and try, and that's where I met him.
And it was just a funny thing because I was building a restaurant and I was tired and I said, let me go eat some fufu. So I got there and I met this girl. You know, and I'm like, who is this? So I spoke to Mama T. I'm like, is that your daughter? And he goes, no, it's not my daughter, you know. And that's
Yeah,
how we
Mama T
met.
was
Yeah.
yeah,
So
owner of
And
the
you got
restaurant.
connected. But I just want to know, how long did you live in the West?
40 years, 40 years going, you know. You know, I went to college there. I trained there as an executive chef and, you know, worked my way through Germany, France, Australia, Canada, and then to the States.
And after 40 years, you decided to leave and come back to Africa?
We have enough.
How?
That it's a question that sometimes is people find very ironic. When I met my wife, the interest of coming back to Africa just sparked because she is a Kenyan and she's so proud of Kenya. She talks about it every day. It's like, honey, let's go back home. So, you know, it took us some time, but we thought about it and we were like, you know what, it's the right thing to do. You're getting old.
Why you didn't tell him that, let's go to Ghana, but rather Kenya?
Well, we thought about Ghana as well,
Yeah.
but we had to find common ground.
He was saying that you were so proud about being a Kenyan and you always wanted to come back home.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, you know, okay, so Kenya, we're known for the wildlife and our beautiful landscapes, but there's a lot going on here. For me personally, it gives me a sense of belonging. There's many opportunities that are easy to take advantage of in a way that you cannot in the West. There's many barriers to entry in the West.
Are you trying to say
in
you're
terms-
not having a sense of belonging when in the West?
In a way, no, not really. Home is home.
And you know, I didn't catch you short, I didn't catch you, but in a way, me living here for 5 years, I've seen it. I mean, the freedom, you can just get up and go anywhere you want to. There's no harassment on the street. You really feel like the quality of life has improved from, you know, in the West, you know, from me traveling through, you know, all these countries. It's always life go.
It's
you
a
know,
rat race.
it's a rat race,
Yeah.
and it's just like you are on a wheel. You know,
So here we would say actually quality of life is better, weather's better, you have time to see friends and family, you know, it's better in many
Let's
ways.
go into details, yeah? I don't know what you guys are doing over here.
Well, so we decided when we got back, because I'm a chef and I know the business, you know, at the back of my hand. So I decided, well, let's set up a restaurant at our home. It's on a farm. So we'll have African, you know, we didn't do anything, you know, elaborate like, you know, you see in the West, but comfortable. It's sort of like resemble Mediterranean sort of feel. And then we do prepare good meals. The vegetables we grow here, we don't put any chemicals on it. You can just go to the farm and then you get it, and that's what we eat all the
it's
time.
organic.
You mean
Yeah.
your farm is just here?
Yes.
You live here?
We live here.
Your restaurant is here?
Just here. And you can't get that anywhere in America
commute.
or Canada or come on, you know, you have to be extremely rich.
No,
Or,
you need to take me to the farm.
let's go.
All right.
Yeah. So Maya, this is the farm where we grow most of our vegetables.
This is huge.
Yeah.
How many acres do you have in here?
Well, total together is 5 acres, but of course,
Restaurant and the farm, 5 acres.
yes,
You mean everything that you're using in the restaurant comes from here?
most of it comes from here, and we
What-
don't
what-
use.
What are the things that you grow in here? I've
So,
seen this one.
of course, this is Swiss chard. They call it spinach here. Eggplants are there. Soya gum, actually, these are soya gum, so I make flour out of there, and to bake with. You know, beans are over there. Cherry tomatoes, mustard greens. This is actually local Kenyan, and what's it called again? This is mafaki. Yes, this is
And I'm seeing sugar cane all in here.
Yeah, so we grow a lot of sugar cane, and I use it to infuse as a marinade for some of the things like oxtail is infused with sugar cane, things like that. Yeah, and sweet potatoes, you know, bok choys, you know, which is normally Chinese. That's a bok choy over there. Yeah. but my wife doesn't like anything pesticide at all, you know.
Really?
And of course.
So
So
everything is organic. You don't spray in here.
nothing,
organic.
nothing.
Yeah.
The
No
pest eats
pesticides
what,
at
and they
all.
left us
Yeah, so
some.
birds, pests, you name it, they eat. They have their fair share.
Salads here. If you look, you can see there are some tires here, and I grow these lettuces in them because then during the rain time the soil doesn't wash away. These are baby spinach. Some people call them Italian spinach.
Is this what makes 45 degrees unique?
Uh,
It's coming from the farm.
yes, yes. I think
We don't know what we eat. We just go and sit down and eat. But
As- uh,
here, I know what I'm getting into. You know?
Yes.
exactly. You know, that's the amazing part of it, and also because of preparation, you prepare it in a nice environment, good, clean meal.
Is that a cow?
That's a cow. Oh, I did tell you, milk is from here for the restaurant.
You get the milk from here.
From here, nice and warm.
Yo, I want to get some of the milk. Can you show me how to?
Yeah.
really want
Yeah, hey, Bernard, let's do it. So you have to use a milking gel, right? You see, this is a milking gel.
Oh,
You see? So,
okay.
yeah.
This one.
Yes. There you go. When he's eating, he just calm down. He doesn't, and then you can eat. You should have Maya hold the milk, warm milk. Warm, fresh milk.
Yeah.
Wodemaya.
You bring everything from the farm
Yes.
straight to the kitchen.
Straight to the kitchen, and this is where the kitchen is over here, and this is where it's all the wonderful things are getting done between here and over there. And this is the main restaurant, the inside part of the restaurant. But funny enough, most of the people like to eat outside under the moonlight of this beautiful Kenya. Yeah.
When I was coming here, I didn't see any signboard that shows that I'm going to this restaurant.
Well, I think we just find a niche way of doing things to keep it private so that we attract customers who know the place. Because we feel when the customer come and they like it, they will tell, their friends, their family. And so that's how we are able to...
Who are the people that get a chance to eat in here?
Well, literally everybody. Most of the time, people come during special occasions, birthdays, and things like that. But we have a large crowd of expatriates, ambassadors, and people who want to a special dinner for their guests and things like that come over here.
But it seems you have been talking about yourself for so long.
Yes.
I just want to know what your wife is doing, right? Oh, you want to tell me yourself?
No, that's fine.
I just want to know what you do apart from the cooking, or you're always with him.
Sure. No, well, I manage the gallery in the restaurant. So what we do here is we try and support local artists by displaying their artwork. Wow. So all the artwork we display here is for sale. And we don't charge a commission. It's purely, they just display, and whatever they sell is all theirs, and we get to make our space more interesting. So yeah, that's sort of my angle of the restaurant. Yeah.
And you guys came back alone?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. We came with our
Well, we have
daughter.
she was 10 when we got
we
here,
moved here.
and now she's 16.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's a high schooler.
Can I talk to her so that she can
Well,
finish
let's
my video
see.
for me?
Yeah,
Of
let's see if we
course.
can. She's doing online class,
You can
so
get her right now.
yeah, let's see if we can get her.
You came with mom and dad to Kenya. Why not Ghana?
Well, I guess it's just my parents felt like the restaurant would do a lot better in Kenya. My dad, I think, liked Kenya more at the time.
Okay.
My mom, she didn't really care. She also liked Ghana a lot. But also, I guess, my school and I think I just knew more of my family that's here already because we came to visit here more when while we were still living in America. So I guess we just knew that I just knew Kenya better, and we just thought the restaurant would do better.
Wow. So you were born and raised in America.
Yes, that's right.
Now you're back in Kenya. How do you feel in Kenya?
I love it here. It's an amazing place, and I guess because as I've gotten older here and I've gone through my teenage years here, I've just learned so much about myself and about the world in general. Like, it's really opened my eyes while living in Kenya, and I just become like a really open-minded person.
You're not that open-minded when you're in the States?
No, because I didn't know a lot about the world in general. I mean, we would travel, but that's not the same. Living really teaches you a lot of lessons about the world in general. So I'm really glad that we moved here.
And I know you definitely have friends who live in America right now who also don't know that they are from Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania. If you have a message for such friends, what are you going to tell them?
I would tell them, any chance you get, definitely travel the world, or wherever you can go. Even if it's just one trip, just for a little bit, definitely go travel the world somewhere. It's a really good experience.
Thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah, of course.
I want to know, how was the transition?
You know, it definitely has its challenges. It's not easy. I think if there's anything, you know, you have to have a clear idea of what you want to do. At least it would be helpful. I think that's what I would say. Have some idea of what it is that you'd like to do when you get here. Yep.
You know, there are so many people who are saying that I'm lying to them.
Yes.
I'm bringing rich people, come and tell their experience, collect money from them, and whilst people are starving and all that. I mean, you left 25 years ago, you left 40 years ago.
Yes.
Are things the same still here in Africa?
Oh, very different. When I left, you know, I left in Kenya in the 90s. Kenya in the 90s is the Kenya I left behind. So it was a very different Kenya, very few opportunities. You know, it was quite run down in many ways. Kenya today has very many opportunities. You know, there's access to credit. There's many ways you can set up a business and many ways to earn a living.
And to add to that, it's literally the same for me. I mean, you know, when I was in my 20s or when I was 20 years old and I have that anxiousness to leave Africa, what I remember coming back, Africa has changed a lot, you know, and I always say my advice to little young people is, if you're going to go to school or you're going to learn something abroad, that is good enough, but have a definite plan and come back here, because the opportunities here are better. Life here, it's extremely better. There's nothing you cannot get in Africa. The things that you get in the US, in Australia, in Germany, in Canada, they are all here. You know.
Is it that we don't see the opportunities?
I think that's part of it. And sometimes what it is people concentrate so much on pictures and videos and photographs from these European countries, and they think that that's, you know, life there is rosy. But it is not at all. It's good to go and identify what countries are doing. But Africa is on the go, is developing. The opportunities are just huge. Just take, for example, why you ask yourself a question, why is it that, you know, people come from those places and they don't want to go back when they get to Africa? Just ask yourself just that simple question.
Why do Chinese people come here and don't want to go
and
back?
don't want to go back? Why is it that Americans come here and they don't want to go back? Why is it that they come here and they do business and they have these big profit margins? You know, you can't have those profit. Plus, you know, when we came back 5 years ago, setting up business in America is not as easy, right? A lot more easier over here. So the question you ask, what will I change? I really don't know if I'll change anything, really.
If you had a chance to change anything in Africa?
I don't think I will. I personally, I don't think I will, because, you know, I'm able to set up a business. We have the freedom to grow our own vegetables. same people. I have a lot of expatriates coming over here.
Couldn't have done that in America.
I couldn't have done that over there. It's extremely difficult. Because the county regulations, the federal regulations and everything. So what would I want to change here? I don't know. I really don't know.
If you had the chance to change something in Africa, what would it be?
You know, I think the processes, I would say, just getting into business, setting up, you know, the administrative part, paperwork, licensing. If that was just a little bit easier, I think it would make a world of difference. But beyond that, it's very easy to get into business here. Yeah, extremely easy.
But isn't it also persistence? You know, you decide that this is what I want to do, and you stick with it, right? It's the same thing when you go to abroad. For example, let's say you land in New York today, right? And you have no more money to come back. What do? You stick with it, right? Why can't you do the same thing in Africa? You stick with it, and eventually, nothing is. I mean, you throw corn in the ground. It has to take a couple of months to grow, right? So it's literally the same thing.
I think if you worked as hard here as people work when they get to whatever country in the West or in the East, you know, people are also going to China now, there'd be a huge success. You know, just work as hard.
You know,
don't be complacent.
Most of my audience are in the diaspora.
Yeah.
They're Africans that are thinking that, hey, is it time to go back home? Is it time to go back home and start something? Do you think the time is now for each and every African to return back to Africa?
Absolutely.
Of course. And I'll say that with a big of course. Because I sometimes ask myself, I wish I'd done this earlier. Right? I seriously do. I wish I'd done this earlier. But at the same time, because we stuck as a family to the ideas and what we saw here, we're able to get somewhere. And that's all it is. You know, people should not be afraid to come back, right? The same way, you know, in certain instances, you don't even know anybody over there where you're going, but you stuck with it. Here, people are friendly. You know, you can make friends just like that, and they are willing to help you. So why can't you come and try it out? You know? And for the Americans who want to come, or African Americans who are outside, of course it's going to be difficult for you because it's an adjustment for you, right? But same thing, have your idea, stick with it, and it'll grow.
Have your idea and stick with it. Don't forget to check them out on Instagram, 45 Degrees Restaurant. And if you want to reach out to him personally, I'm going to put his email so that you'll be able to reach out to him. It's your boy, Mr. Ghana, baby, still here in Nairobi. If you have any business that you think that we need to talk about your business for you, feel free and reach out, and we will definitely come around. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you, Maya. Thank you. It's been great.